I unlocked the front door and froze. The kitchen smelled of bleach and something colder. Fear. My daughter knelt on the tile, sleeves rolled, hands raw from scrubbing. Her small face was pale, too quiet. "Daddy," she whispered. I knelt beside her. Grandma said I needed to finish my chores because I wasn't the real granddaughter today. I didn't move. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. My pulse slowed, my mind sharpened. 2 days early. My intuition told me something was off the moment I booked the earlier flight, and here it was. A deliberate humiliation orchestrated by the people I once called family. I remembered when I first met them, the smiles, the warmth, the promises of togetherness. My daughter had been the golden center of their world, or so I thought. Then came the small cracks. Comments about our real granddaughter whispered over coffee. Invitations declined last minute. Subtle shifts I'd ignored. Too busy, too trusting, too hopeful. It became a pattern, like a heartbeat I couldn't unhear. And then the messages arrived. Pictures, laughter I wasn't invited to. I stared at them, stomach twisting. But I didn't react. I filed them away. Every humiliation, every slight, every cold glance. I planned. I always plan. That night I washed the floor myself. Not for her, for evidence. Pictures, timestamps, careful, meticulous. Every scratch on the tile a memory of betrayal. By morning, the plan was in motion. I called work, canceled meetings, scheduled appointments. Subtle moves designed to shift the balance without raising alarms. Every call, every email, every quiet interaction built my leverage. I didn't need to scream. They needed to be unaware they were falling. I started with the financial threads, accounts, transfers, the invisible ties that bound their wealth. I had them mapped in my head, precise as a blueprint. By lunchtime, a few key permissions were revoked, funds redirected, access quietly severed. They would never suspect me until the consequences arrived. Next, I contacted old friends, quietly planting seeds. Truths they couldn't ignore. Betrayals once dismissed as paranoia were now documented, undeniable, social proof, emotional fallout. I watched the pieces align. By evening, I was ready. I sent a single text to my ex-in-laws. "We need to talk. Tomorrow. At my house, 9 a.m. No explanations, no threats, just inevitability. The next morning they arrived, forced smiles, underestimating me as always. I served coffee in silence, my daughter drawing silently at the table. The tension was a living thing, thick and pulsing. I slid my tablet across the counter. Photos, messages, financial summaries, all evidence of their favoritism, manipulation, and deceit. I let them stare. I let the weight of their actions land fully on them. They tried to argue, deflect, justify. Every word fell flat. I spoke once, calm, precise. "You've humiliated the child I love. You've shown her she's less than, and I've documented everything." I watched the color drain, faces pale. The arrogance they carried into my home shattered like glass. Calls were made, explanations demanded, apologies muttered, but they were empty. Too late. By the time they left, defeated and furious, my daughter looked up at me, eyes wide. Did we win? I knelt beside her. We did. Quietly, smartly, always smartly. And that night, the calls began. My phone wouldn't stop ringing. Their lawyers, their friends, their allies. Every call a ripple from the stone I had dropped into their pond. Panic, confusion, regret. The slow, inevitable realization that I had won without raising my voice. I lay in bed, my daughter sleeping beside me, finally safe and valued. I didn't feel triumph, not exactly. I felt balance restored. I had taught them a lesson they would never forget. And me? I had reminded myself of the quiet, cold power of precision. No yelling, no crying. Just justice. And in that silence, I smiled.